New England at Pittsburgh. This game, I don't know if it was shocking. I kind of felt New England was going to win. I picked them last week. But let me ask you this. Will this be the first year that Mike Tomlin finishes under 500?
See, I'm just not ready to say that it is. But like I always do, let me, I got to do the quick schedule check for the rest of the season so I know exactly what I'm looking at. But I feel like just with Tomlin, it's so hard to put him, you know what I mean? This game against the Colts coming up, it feels like Tomlin and them find a way to squeak it out, even though they're not supposed to.
Okay.
And then before you know it, it's really like at that point, so you just would have to lose the last 3. And it's like, right. I just feel like...
And they already are a game above 500 right now.
I feel like I can see him squeaking out at least 2 of these last 4. But on the same side of saying that, the Colts... Probably the only one who it's even like likely against. So is it like, yeah, it's very possible.
The issue is all these teams that they're playing are fighting for seeding and playoff position. So that's the only problem is it's not like you're going to have a team that's going to be increasing their draft position. All these teams have over 500 records, I believe, with the Colts, Bengals, Seahawks, and Ravens. Well, the Seahawks, I know for a fact are 500. They're going to be fighting for a spot in the NFC playoffs. But I think like we were saying, like, you put down like the Bears are the biggest fans. Yes, New England increased the lead for not the number 1 pick. Carolina currently has a 2-game lead. But the Steelers are kind of sliding here.
Yeah, and the more I think about it too, it's like, let's be realistic for a sec. Mitch, I don't know if Mitch, like, I'm sorry, I don't know if Mitch can win them a game actually.
Maserati Mitch.
Looking at this here, I don't know if Mitch can win him a game going here in these next 4.
But that's the thing is like, even if you had Kenny Pickett, how much more confident would you be?
No, not a lot. Probably out 5% more, though.
Yeah.
If you want like a number. So I agree. It's definitely not much more.
Because after Canada got fired, Kenny Pickett, they had that 400-yard game. And then it's just like, that's like the shock factor whenever you fire a coach, in my opinion. Like that just, you get one of those games.
No, you definitely do. And so what I really want to talk about with this game, bro, I'm sure you feel the exact same at this point. And again, we'll glaze over kind of quickly here. But the whole thing where Steelers fans are even considering, I know I'm seeing a lot of Steelers fans that want Tomlin out now.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is what happens when you've been spoiled. I'll tell you, I was one of them. I was a part of this for a long time. You're spoiled by your coach. You start to take the success for granted. You say, no, it's the culture. We can bring someone else in. They'll be able to do the same. Yeah, don't be fooled. I'm telling you firsthand, it doesn't work like that. The grass is not always green on the other side. Albeit for my situation, the Saints was a little bit different. We didn't force him out the door, but the point still stands regardless. You think it's just that easy to find another coach like Tomlin. And let me tell you, no. You're going through a rough patch right now. The roster isn't what it needs to be for Tomlin to take to the next level, but it's not Tomlin's fault. And if you guys force Tomlin out the door because of this, that's all I got to say.
Well, on the other side of the ball, I mean, they're not too sure of their quarterback situation either. Bailey Zappi actually came in and played well, which I think was kind of the nail in the coffin, if there weren't already nails in the coffin for Mac Jones. So like, I don't know, like this Patriots team, they're striking me as this team that can be kind of feisty for the rest of the year. And if the reports are true that Belichick is out, why are they remaining? Why would they win?
See, okay. Last thing I want to talk about with that is, well, for my thing on that is, I do personally believe that's a load of bullshit. Like, we get Belichick's these bullshit reports, okay, right? Like most recently, like Ohtani to the Blue Jays. That big one going on Twitter.
Yeah.
This reeks of that same type of vibe where it's like perhaps a misunderstanding. Or just something for clicks. It just doesn't seem logical at all, especially from that report earlier that everyone already seems to have forgotten about.
Yeah,
where he was guaranteed an extension this offseason, a lucrative extension. One of them's full of shit, and they're both on the table. So my thing is, I don't look at it I'm looking at it either way. Like whatever is going to happen, whatever is going to happen. I don't think anybody really knows besides Kraft himself.
Their next opponents are the Chiefs, Broncos, Bills, and Jets. I could see them winning 2 games.
But I don't know because, like we said, though, this for the Patriots, this almost felt like, because the Steelers have been slipping.
Yeah.
It was like this was the one they could take.
But that's how it feels about the Chiefs next game.
I agree they could win 1 for sure. But here's the thing I wanted to point out, too, because this is really, it's kind of like, and I get it, nobody's been talking about it because it's like there's been so much negative talk about the Patriots. Why even, it's like when they have a day like this, you got to harp on the positives, right?
Yeah.
But I'm going to harp on another negative here just for a second. Like, I mean, after the first half they had in this game, for the second half they had, it's like you almost literally let the game slip away. It's like, this still wasn't like a convincing, they're awesome win.
They're a broken team.
Yeah, like this was like, oh my God, you literally had it in the bag and you really almost let it scrape away like 3 or 4 times. You gave them all these chances. So it's like, That's what I'm saying. It's like realistically, I think they could win like maybe one more.
Okay.
But it's like like you're saying, they're a broken team. This team has so many holes to fix. And if you're a Patriots fan, you don't want to see them win another game, honestly.
No.
Like you want that, you really do want that stock to keep slipping the way this team is built right now.